Good evening everyone, and welcome to the stream, also to the chat. And I see that Eddie is already here. Good evening, goedenavond. So today we are in Hong Kong, and this is a bit the scenery and the airport. There are still some pink liveries, but if you go closer they disappear. Still don't know what the reason is. So this is a quick overview of the airport. It's just a standard airport that comes with the game and nothing special. Actually very poor. So that was the very quick tour. Martin, welcome to the stream and to the chat. I hope you are doing fine. So today we are flying with Air Hong Kong, and you see that there is an issue with the livery on the engines. That's because this is an older livery that is not updated to the new airplane. So that's why I didn't find a new one. Amazing Lieber, welcome to the stream and to the chat, mate. And I hope you are doing fine. You just come in to say hello, always nice. Thank you very much. And so today we have no passengers. We have a cargo flight. Here is the webcam. So here we go. Once again, everything is ready from the outside, so we don't need to board any passengers. So then we can get started. So external power and batteries.
Hong Kong Airport information, Whiskey 2200 Zulu. Wind 09er tree at 1.
That we don't need. So fuel pumps are there 1, 2 and 3. And actually this we also don't need. So today we have a flight of 2 hours, I believe. 2 hours and 7 minutes. And we fly to Vietnam. And the airport is Ho Chi Minh, or that was called before. It has a new name now. But I think that most people know it as Ho Chi Minh. So we go to Atsu. We don't load any passengers, but I just don't know how to put in the weight. Actually, for the it's already in, I believe, automatically. So we go to the init page, request, and then align. And so there we go. Then we go to the flight path. So it will go very quick today. Just need to see for our fuel. So for the fuel today we need 21,470 kilograms of fuel. So we will do that fast. We'll try to do that and then see if it works. In the meantime, we can prepare the aircraft. No, it's not the A320, so we don't need to light up any panels. So our cruising altitude will be 38,000 feet for today. So we set that 38,000. And then we request clearance.
Air Hong Kong Foxtrot minus Hotel Romeo November Bravo is cleared to Tansenhead Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 07 right climb and maintain 13,000 feet. Departure frequency is 124.05 squawk tree 1.
So we need to set it to 13,000. Hope it will work now.
Air Hong Kong Foxtrot minus Hotel Romeo November Bravo cleared to Tansenhead Airport is filed. Takeoff runway 07 right climb.
And then we set
maintain 13,000
departure
feet.
07 right.
124.05 squawk tree 16 tree.
Air Hong Kong Foxtrot minus Hotel Romeo November Bravo readback is correct. Contact ground on 121.925 when ready to taxi. Good day.
So we need this one. And insert that. And then we go for the arrival. That will be runway 25 left. So $2G, and that's this one. And insert that. And we can already see the planning here. If everything is correct, we will do that. Put that on 40. And so we need to delete one of the two. So I believe we will delete Dovin. Oopsie, oopsie. I'll insert that. And then we check again. So that seems to be okay. Zoom in a bit. So there we go. Everything is correct. We set also our speed. And there we go. And then we check our fuel. And still not done. We can already go to the performance page. So flaps will be 1, up 0, and there we go again, connection lost. It's almost every flight that we have that now. So 0.0, flex temp 48, and then we need to wait. We'll put that in instant, otherwise we are in 10 minutes still waiting. So we go to the init page, second page, and then we see for the block fuel. So block fuel will be 21.5. So let's calculate that, and then we just need to put in V2 speed 146, 142, and V1 is 141, and then we are pretty much ready. Also the radar transponder, so that's set. And then we can start the APU. So actually you can start on this plane way quicker than the just flight 146. This one is much easier.
Ground Air Hong Kong Foxtrot minus Hotel Romeo November Bravo.
So we ask
Whiskey
taxi,
IFR.
and we wait for APU.
Minus Hotel Romeo November Bravo taxi 2 and hold short of runway 07 right via taxiway Lima Lima 1 Kilo Kilo 1. Contact tower on 118.4 when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway 07 right via taxiway Lima Lima 1 Kilo Kilo 1 Air Hong Kong Foxtrot minus
Use
Hotel
it subcompact.
Romeo
Hello, welcome to the stream and to the chat. Just watching Real Madrid and Manchester City Champions League match. Okay, nice. Who's winning? I didn't know that it was today. I'm not really following it, but always interesting to know when they play and the results, of course. So APU is ready. And then we check outside. And I don't know where runway 07 right is. So we request our, or we plan our taxing. So there we go. and then request the taxi. Used subcompact, the match is 0-0 at the moment, but Manchester City is winning. Okay, 3-4. Oh. So is Kevin De Bruyne playing? So we are ready for pushback. Can start engine number 2. Release parking brake, and there we go. And there we have the sound of engine 2. Lately we have all this issue with the connection. Use subcompact is okay, nice, very nice. Thanks for the information. So engine 2 is ready, we can start engine 1. And I see all my lights are already on. So I hope it will not be the whole time like this. Connection lost, reconnected and stuff like that. Set parking brake. So engine 1 is almost ready. So there we go. Ignition off, and then APU bleed off and APU off. Taxi lights on, and then we can set flaps to 1, and then we are ready for taxi. Parking brake off, and there we go. Brake fans on. So this is also the latest version of the Headwind. I don't know from when the update is, but it's recently. And also the Flabawire A320 has a new update for the stable version, so they switched to 0.8.0. But this plane don't have it. This has still the 0.7.4 version. So I hope and this one will get the update as well. That's what I hope. And there we go again. So if I put it offline, then the textures are just not good. One of the other streams this week, I had that problem. The textures were just cartoonish and I didn't know what was the reason, but then I checked and then everything was turned off, so I was not online. And that was the reason. And it has actually nothing to do with my connection, because my connection is good. So we go to runway 07 right. So this is delivery for today. Air Hong Kong. And they fly the A330, not a Neo, but I believe the 200, 300 or something. We will check that after. So also on Veva Eva, welcome into the channel. She was the, or he or she is the latest subscriber.
Ready for departure runway 07 right IFR to Tansen Hat.
Air Hong Kong, Foxtrot minus Hotel Romeo November Bravo altimeter 29.88 wind 083 at 10. Cleared for takeoff runway 07 right.
Cleared for takeoff runway 07 right Air Hong Kong, Foxtrot minus Hotel Romeo November Bravo.
So we line up. And then we turn on landing lights and takeoff lights, and then also the timer, and there we go, and then we are ready. Toga. So V1, rotate, and positive rate of climb, gear up,
Air Hong Kong, Foxtrot minus Hotel Romeo November Bravo, contact Hong Kong departure on 124.05. Good day.
Going to 124.05 Airbus. Hong Kong departure Airbus is at 1,500
so
feet.
we go to climb mode.
Airbus Hong Kong departure altimeter 29.88. Continue to Pecan as planned.
So we are hand flying for a while. From 4,000 feet. 5,000 feet. And 6,000 feet. And we need to increase our speed here. And we fly to 10,000 feet, and then we can go to autopilot. Sean, hello eatables. Wow, you took off already. That was quick. Well, yes, we have no passengers today, so that's fine. And welcome to the stream and to the chat, mate. I hope you are doing good. So 9,000 feet, we're still flying by hand. So today we fly Air Hong Kong. So actually a very easy plane to fly. (10,000 feet). Sean, did I have any issues with the MCDU this time? I'm sorry, no, not at all. The only problem that I have is that it's always going offline, the game. So flaps retracted. But the MCDU is actually working well. No problem here. This is the latest update. I think it's version 1.006. And I don't have any issues with it. We cannot see the performance page here anymore for departure, but everything was yeah, working well. The only problem that you can see is the texture or the livery on the wings, because this is not an updated livery. And I forgot the strobe light.
Airbus climb and maintain 14,000 feet. Climb and maintain 14,000 feet, Airbus.
14,000 feet. So, as you can see on the engines, the livery is not correct here, but that's just because the livery is not updated to the new model of the engines. I hope they will do it in the future. So we are 13,000 feet after 5 minutes. Our flight time for today is 2 hours and 7 minutes. OZ or Oz, I don't know how to pronounce it, but welcome to the stream and to the chat. Are you Polish? No, I'm Belgian. Sean, this is a cargo airline, yes, and you see DHL. Well, I think they work for DHL, but it's actually Air Hong Kong. So that is actually the company. So we are at 14,000 feet, and now we don't see anything anymore. Maybe we need to go back.
Hong Kong Center Airbus requests destination change to Tansenhat. Airbus is cleared to Tansenhat Airport as filed. Squawk tree 163. Airbus cleared to Tansenhat Airport as filed. Squawk tree 163. Airbus read back correct. Radar contact 14,000 feet. Altimeter 29.8.
I need to descend again, so I'll leave that.
Proceed on course descend.
We just continue to 38,000 feet.
Continue to Bream turning and following heading 185. Proceed on course descent and maintain 12,000 feet Airbus.
Because that's still not working. I don't know what the reason for that is. So we cancel
Hong Kong Center Airbus.
IFR.
Cancel IFR at this time. Airbus IFR flight plan and canceled radar service terminated. Squawk 7000. Maintain VFR.
And so now we are climbing to 38,000 feet.
Hong Kong Center Airbus is type Airbus at 332 5 miles south of Hong Kong, 15,000 feet. Request flight following. Airbus Hong Kong Center. Squawk 577 tree. Squawk 577 tree.
So for the people that want to know more about Air Hong Kong, well, it's actually founded in 1986 and started operations in 1988.
Roger Airbus.
It has 14 planes, and the average age of the planes is 16.4 years old. And they have actually 9 Airbus A330-900, and they have also the Airbus A330, the 200 and the 300. So they have 3 300s and 2 200s, and that's it. They had also before the 747, but they don't have it anymore. So this is actually the small company. So today we fly to Vietnam, and I try to show you the map for today. So there we go. Here is the map. So from the top to the bottom we fly today. Sean, you flew the default Nashville airport yesterday, and it's a joke. Well, I can't believe that. There's a regular civilian cars driving on the taxiway. Yeah, well, I think that's not the big issue, but mostly, I say mostly, it's the lack of buildings and empty spaces for me actually. Of course, if there are just cars driving on the taxiway or on the runway, then that's another story as well. But for me, the main thing is that it looks nice and that there are enough buildings. But yeah, even the bigger airports don't have that. So actually, the airport where we departed today is also a joke. There is nothing, or even the scenery is not nice. So it's very poor. So that's actually a bit of a bummer. The airport in Vietnam where we fly to is a freeware. I didn't compare it with the original one, but yeah, it's also not the best freeware, but I guess it's better than standard. So in meantime we are flying for 12 minutes and we are at 26,000 feet, and we need to put it on standard. And then we can also put in the destination airport. It's Victor Victor Tango Sierra, I believe. So it's 770 nautical miles to go until the airport. Sean, yeah, the airports mostly they are very poor, but if you compare it to the previous generation of flight sim or sims, then it's already an improvement, but of course it's still not good enough, I think. But they won't actually that you buy the payware versions. So, but you cannot buy everything, otherwise you don't have money anymore, because if you need to buy every airport where you fly to, then it's a very expensive hobby. So in the meantime we are at 30,000 feet after 14 minutes. And again we have nice weather. Of course we are in Hong Kong and we fly to Vietnam, so mostly it's nice weather there. So the flight of tomorrow, normally it will be Europe. I switched that with North America. Or I will switch that, and I think we will fly the 747 tomorrow, or I'll try to do that. And then we keep the Europe a stream for next week, or maybe for Friday if the 737 comes out. But we don't know that for sure yet. And further, there is actually not much news. Only the people that love Cessnas. So Melvis released the Cessna 310R for Microsoft Flight Simulator. So other than that, there is not much news. Just the Fly-by-wire A320 has a new update, or the stable version has an update. Sean, the cooling on your PC is not so great, so you won't be flying much this summer. Yeah, I had the same issue. My cooling was also not great, and it was not even summer, and still not summer. So it's spring now, and I needed to place water cooling, and reached still 70 degrees. So yeah, I see what you mean. If I didn't do that, it was already over with my CPU. Because I think the CPU, there was a malfunction or something, it was not cooling great. So we need to speed up. And hope we will climb a bit more. So the cooling is very important. I saw already people that putting fans in front of their PC, so to cool. Especially when you live in a warm country. Sean, you are from America, so I don't know where exactly, but if the summer gets hot there, then you will have an issue. Sean, you put a fan in front of yours too? Okay. Well, that's a solution for some people, but yeah, for the summer at my place or in this room here, it will be very hot as well, so I actually need an aircon for myself, otherwise I cannot hold it here. And so my CPU is water cooled now, so I hope that will be not an issue. But I also need some cooling, so we will increase the speed to 260. So 731 nautical miles to go. And are we moving here or not? I think here is something wrong. What the heck is this? And we need to check the map. We're still en route, but this is we have a little issue here. It stays on 3.4 nautical miles, and we have a red ring here, so I don't know what's going on. Sean, you put a fan, no, I read already. 1.2 is water cooled, but I have only one intake fan. Okay. I have two, but yeah, it's still 70 degrees, and it's still not that hot here. So I'm curious for the summer. That red ring is a bug. I've seen it a few times before. Alright. That's the first time I see it. And this thing is not moving anymore. So how we can get rid of it? So now we lost everything. Great. So I had no issues, I told you in the beginning, with the MCDU. Well, now I have a problem. So my flight plan will disappear. Yep. Alright. Nice. It's good that I have always a backup. And on this one we have still a plan, but it's also stuck. It's counting off. That's one thing that works, but the position is not correct. So we will see what it does to the next waypoint. Try to go to the init page and request a new one. Okay, we'll try that. Alba Pino 65 Hotel Echo Lima Lima Oscar from France. Cheese and wine like usual with peanuts. Thank you very much, mate, and thanks for joining us. Always nice to have you here. And greetings from Belgium with sun, because the sun was shining here today very nicely. Yeah, it seems I cannot request another one. So it will be a hand landing. I'll do everything manual, no problem. Alba Pino, you're welcome, my friend, and let's roll. Well, we have already the first problem here. We have no flight plan anymore. Alba Pino, so what about the last update of the A330? Well, I know that this is version 1.006. I think I flew it already and I had no problems. Now I have a problem, and Sean is saying that it's a bug because here there was a red ring, so it seems to be a bug. And so there is an issue. It's the first time I have it, but yeah, like Sean says, looks like we are going back to the 50s. Well, yes, I will see what it will do on the next waypoint. At the moment we are still on course, but we'll see what it does at the next waypoint. If it follows nicely the plan, then we have no issue. Then we will just continue and do everything manually. So every flight there is some problem. I'm getting used to that. So today we're flying the Air Hong Kong, and they're working together with DHL. And again, the livery is an older livery that is not updated for the new A330, so that's why the engines are not matching the colors. Sean, you think this bug is because the headwind is running from the old fly-by-wire version? You used to experience this bug in the fly-by-wire stable version before it was updated. Well, yes, this plane is running the same system as the fly-by-wire A320, and that was 0.7.4. Today fly-by-wire updated the stable version to 0.8.0, and this one is not updated yet. I never experienced that bug in the fly-by-wire, but I fly the experimental version, so for me it's the first time, I believe. I had once that my panel was gone, or my two panels, I don't remember, one or two panels were gone. I think that was with the fly-by-wire. But other than that, I never had an issue. I had many issues, but not with those systems. In the beginning of the week, or the last stream that we did with the 146, the Avro from Just Flight, we had two engines that were not running, and also the landing gear was not working anymore, so we needed to make a belly landing, and it was a butter belly landing. I can only make butter landings without landing gear. So it's always a challenge to fly the planes here in Microsoft Flight Simulator. And I try to fly tomorrow the Salty 747, and then we can experience maybe more troubles. Use subcompact is the estimated time of arrival accurate. The one that is on the screen, I don't know what it says. Yeah, it can be, depending where you are. 37. How long we are flying now? So we are 32 minutes flying. Yeah, it can be correct. Depending on where you are, because normally I think we will land around 11:30 or something European time. Sean, you are learning the 737, a very interesting aircraft. Well, I was learning today as well. I flew it already, so I have already some knowledge, but I needed to refresh, and also a video or some videos, and the whole startup thing, and I was falling in sleep because I was so tired. But yeah, it was interesting to see, and you can learn a lot of that from the videos. Also, there you have a lot of options, like the panel here. You can switch to the old system and the newer system. Also other things that you can switch, so that's very nice. Also, you can have put some windows here, like the older versions, and then you have some windows here. But as soon as the 737 comes out, then I will do a stream. Of course, if it's this weekend, I cannot stream in the weekend that comes. If it comes Friday on time, then I can stream. But Saturday, Sunday I cannot stream, so I can only stream then Monday. So Sean, if you still have issues by then I can show you some things, if I still know how to do it. Lennox, how are you today? Are you feeling well now? Lennox, thank you very much. First of all, welcome to the stream and to the chat, and I hope also that you are doing fine. I'm better, my nose is better, my face is better. I don't look better, but I feel better. Before everything hurt, so yeah, in that regard it's better, but I'm still suffering, and yeah, I'm very tired, but other than that, it's okay. We are doing fine, we are streaming, so that's a good thing. And I'm very thirsty again. So our flight time will be 2 hours and 7 minutes, around that, maybe a bit more now. And also depending on our flight plan, because we don't have a flight plan anymore. So this is delivery. Don't look at the engines, because this is an older livery that is not updated for the new So the engines were remodeled that's why the delivery is not matching. So this is Air Hong Kong. It's a cargo company that flies the A330, the 200 and the 300, not the 900 Neo. So 10 nautical miles to go, and then we see if it follows our plan. If not, then we need to find out something else. But for now we are still on plan. So here is the map. Lennox, do we have passengers and a co-pilot? Nope, no passengers, no co-pilot. Lazy was feeling lazy today, so she wanted to do nothing today, so I didn't take her. So we do everything by ourselves. And then we need to make a right turn. There we go. Yep. Okay, we are turning. Good. So we are following the flight plan. Stop turning. Stop turning. Please. Okay. So we have everything under control. It's following the flight plan. Sean, you're right back, no problem, mate. Lennox, today you want to have something from the tax-free shop, and what do you like to have? Sean, the plane is still following the flight plan. Yes. The plane is still following the flight plan. So we are good on that. So on Dalab we need to be at 11,000 feet. And at runway 25 left we need to be at flight level 380. Very nice. Very high to land. So after we will put in Dalab, and there we need to be at 11,000 feet. And we have some nice clouds today. That don't look very good, to be honest, but yeah, I like clouds. So Lennox, what you want from the tax-free shop? Let me know. Maybe we can do something. Maybe have it back in the cargo bay. So meantime, 42 minutes in the air and still 600, oh no, 584 nautical miles to go. THROTTLE candy and no problems so far. Alright, THROTTLE, that's the Swiss chocolate. I need to check the back. Maybe I can, like we say, it felt off the truck, it felt off the airplane. So Air Hong Kong has also the Airbus A330. They have 9 of them, and also 5 A330s. Like I mentioned earlier, 3 of them are 300s and 2 of them are 200s. And that's the fleet. In total 14 planes. It's a bit weird to see the clouds here as well. Lennox, you don't think we should drink Coca-Cola today? We are not completely healthy yet.
Sonia Center, Airbus.
You recommend tea? Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. I don't like tea.
Cleared through Charlie Airspace, Airbus.
So, don't tell my wife. She will come in 10-15 minutes or something. And then I hope she's so kind to bring me something to drink. The only time that I drink tea is when I'm really sick. And then I will drink tea. Green tea. But other than that, I never drink tea. So Lennox, are you excited for the 737? Because there's a chance that it comes this weekend. I'm not 100% sure. There are 2 issues that I need to fix, and one of them had to do something with landing with flaps 40. I don't know the complete thing about it, but it has something to do with the flap setting 40. So yes, it's a cool plane. Yes, it looks nice, so I hope we will have some fun with it. Also, Sean is already learning how to manage the plane to start it up, so I think a lot of people will watch the videos that are released already. I did also today a refresh. And my flight attendant is coming home. Lanok, hope you don't have a problem with the landing gear. We'll check it. Well, last time I checked it, that was when we took off in Hong Kong, and it was working, so it was retracting. And I believe it's still working because all the hydraulics and stuff are working. Last time with the 146 that was the problem, because 2 engines fell out and the hydraulics were not working. That is why we also had no landing gear, but it was a butter landing, so who cares. So here you see the thing again, the red line. I never saw it before. Also here we have a red thing. And here we just don't make the turn, and actually this was still my map setting, I think. It was not the route that we needed to fly. I can be wrong, but yeah, that was the route that we needed to. That's what this was, our departure. But it's counting down, so 29 now. So that is counting down. Here it's not. And there is nothing to override the bug. There's nothing I can do. So we are still on course. Lanok, we had a conversation at the Civil Aviation Administration, Let's come to the conclusion that you may continue to fly, but under supervision. Alright. Thank you very much. I have no choice, because I can not see anything where I'm flying to. So, and we follow the route nicely. Now, of course, I turn this knob. Maybe we can go off a little bit. I will see. So 7 nautical miles to go, and then we go to the next waypoint.
Airbus contact Ho Chi Minh Center on 123.3. Good day. 123.3 for Airbus. Ho Chi Minh Center, Airbus flight level 380. Airbus Ho Chi Minh Center, continue to Ijumu as planned.
Congrats, and I wish you all the best. Thank you very much. So in meantime we check, still 495 nautical miles to go. The map. Here is the map. And so we are still on course. But I think it's not following the course anymore. Because I touched this. We will see how we get that. We will turn. Yes, we turn. That's a good thing that we turn. So we will go back to course. Alright. That's better. Is this the first time that I'm going to Vietnam in the live stream? Yes, I think this is the first time I'm going to Vietnam. Not 100% sure, but I believe so. I need to check. Yeah, the first time. But before, I was flying a lot in Asia. Before I started to live stream, I was flying a lot in Asia, so I flew to Vietnam as well, the Philippines. So, but this is the first time since I'm streaming. And actually I'm lying. No, I'm not. Because we were already in Hong Kong. We landed already in Hong Kong when we departed in Manila with Philippines Airlines. Then we flew from Manila to Hong Kong. Now we are flying from Hong Kong to Vietnam. you for the vitamins. Cheers. So, did I ever landed on an aircraft carrier? I think with a Cessna. But other than that, no. Maybe I need to try to do it with the 747 or so. So that bug is not going away, so there is not much we can do about that. So after 1 hour we still need to go for 454 nautical miles. And we are still on course. We don't have a page with failures. Here we have. Nope.
Airbus contact Ho Chi Minh Center on 120.7. Good day.
Going to 120.7 Airbus. Ho Chi Minh Center, Airbus flight level 380.
Airbus Ho Chi Minh Center, continue to Exodo as planned.
So we check our Navigraph map again. And we're flying still on course. So tomorrow we will try the Saltimot 747, and then we can do something different and experience even more bugs of issues maybe. Lanok is a challenge to land on an aircraft carrier. Hard and funny. The F-18 carrier landing, Microsoft, okay. And not forget the hook. Of course, the hook, very important. Yes, yes. I did that a long time ago with a combat simulator from the Second World War. Then I was trying to land on a carrier without much success. But fighter jets are not really my thing. But is there an a landing challenge with the carrier, with the F-18 at the moment? I didn't check that. With the helicopter I did already. I think in Explain 11, I believe, with an helicopter. But I don't fly that much helicopters. And for this simulator I'm just interested in the seeking. they ever bring it out, then I will buy it. But other than that, I'm not really interested in helicopters. And the rocket to the moon. If you have a plan like today, then you have a problem, because the moon is far away. But yeah. Just give me the Seeking as a helicopter, and the rest just normal planes, like the 777, 737, A310, DC-3, and those airplanes. So 374 nautical miles to go, and we are flying for 1 hour and 9 minutes, so 1 hour to go. And then we check the map again. So normally we are halfway, but I think the green bar on the top of the screen is not really working. Maybe it's something to do with this thing, I don't know. The air traffic control, as you heard from them. Last time I checked in with Ho Chi Minh Center, and everything is going as planned, except that we don't have this. But we are still on course, so everything is fine. We just need to see when we start our descent. Actually, I will put in now. So on Dalap need to be at 11,000 feet. So we'll put that in. So that's 320 nautical miles to go. Then we need to be at 11,000 feet. So we put that 11,000. Synchronize, that's 85. Well, the cargo, I can tell you already, that is Toblerone. That's 19,000.2 and 19.2. Fuel we have enough. Still 145,900 kilograms of fuel, I believe. That's correct. Let me check. fuel. Of course, that's not correct. Actually, I don't get this. 13,500, let's say. So fuel enough. And the outside temperature, it's around 25 degrees. 24. And the inside temperature is also 24, as you can see. Nice and warm. We go back to our flight plan. So next waypoint, VPAM. So it's a bit of a lonely flight. And in the beginning we had issues with the connection, but a lot of people have that lately. So but that problem is solved now. But we have just this problem now. But for the rest, everything is alright. So I did a poll the last time that I streamed. I was asking for what aircraft people wanted to see in the stream this week, and most votes went to the Headwind A330. And surprisingly, the 146 from Just a Flight had no votes at all. That was surprisingly. Landmark clinic, what to do when landing in Vietnam, sightseeing, yeah, pretty much. Sightseeing and then drink a beer somewhere. I think Vietnam is a beautiful country, I believe. Was never there before, but I believe it's a beautiful country. And if I have the chance, I will visit it. I like to visit. So, but also Japan is a very nice country that I like to visit. I think most people go to Thailand and stuff, but if I can choose between Thailand or Vietnam, then I will choose for Vietnam. Well, how do you get back? Well, I think Lazy will pick me up. when she is ready to do that. Because tomorrow we have another flight, and then we fly with FedEx. If everything goes as planned, then we will fly FedEx tomorrow with a 747, and then we hope that we have Friday already the 737. If not, then it will be for Monday for me. So meantime, 1 hour and 20 minutes that we are flying, and we still have to go for 260 nautical miles to the point that we need to be at 11,000 feet. So still 17 nautical miles to go to the next waypoint. And then we fly over Vietnam. I will not see much of it, but because of the clouds. But here is the map. Zooming in the map, I will try to do that. So here's the map. This is zoomed in. So also here is an airport somewhere. And then we make a weird thing here. So that's the map. In the meantime, we turn a bit. So we are at Quadrant now. We're going to Quadrant. So we are closing up now, and the green thing on the top of your screen, you cannot yeah, it's not correct. I think it has to do with our plan that is also not showing up. So 228 nautical miles to go. And then we see the outside view, the beautiful A330. I hope they will continue to work on it and that they will update it frequently. And then we have some more planes to fly, especially when the 737 is coming. The airport before go down, they have a quick coffee and cake and then continue. Yeah. That's not what I'm going to do, because I need to go on time in my bed, and there is just that one airport on the way. We are actually already too late to descend. Other than that, there is no, yeah, just a small one. But we are almost there. In 120 nautical miles we need to start our descent. And then we go to 11,000 feet. We already will set that 11,000. And then we also already can fill in performance page. And I have Look Air tool not running today, so I cannot get anything from there. And so QNH will be 1008, temperature 24. So 1008, 24 degrees Celsius, and wind direction is 20 at 0.5 knots, I believe. Let's check that. 20 degrees and 5 knots. Temperature 24, so that's correct. And then we check after if it's still correct when we need to descend. And then we go back to program page. So 195. So we are almost 2 hours that we are live streaming. So 30 minutes to go. Around that. So 100 nautical miles or less to go before we start our descent. Lennox, do you feel that you control the flight now, or is there much more to learn? Well, there's always something to learn. I know what I need to do, but yeah, there's always things to learn, and I'm not a pro, so I can learn a lot. It's also all about experience. So every chance that I have, or every stream, is for me another opportunity to increase my skills. And then I'm talking about landing. And so if I mostly when I was not streaming, my landings were very decent, with also butter landings. But since I'm streaming, I think there was only 1 week or something that I did it correct, but there was always something going on, forgot always something, and then I was going too fast, and yeah. But we will see how it will be now. So there's also the thing that you need to handle a lot of things at the same time. You are streaming, you need to watch everything, and then also talking. And if you are not streaming, that's a factor that you don't need to keep in mind, that people are chatting. And so yeah, sometimes you forget something, and that makes your landings much harder. But we try to get everything under control. And today we have another challenge, so but luckily it's following the flight plan, even we don't see it here or there, but it's following the flight plan. Is actually the only thing we need to do is start our descent on time and see that we are at the correct altitude towards the approach, and then yeah, we just take it by hand, and then we will make the best of it. But the more landings I do, the more I like it, even if there is a problem. In the beginning I was frustrated when there was a problem and nothing went as planned, but yeah, now I like it actually when there is something that was not planned. It don't need to be every time like that, like this problem. But if it happens, it happens, and we make the best of it. And tomorrow we fly the 747 probably. I guess there will also be a problem. I just need to test it, because the last time I was trying it, the game crashed. It was a fatal error, and I had it only with that plane. After I didn't have it with any of the other planes. So I need to test it again, and if I have it again, yeah, then we cannot fly it. But if not, if everything works properly, then we will fly tomorrow the 747-800 in the FedEx livery. So then we have two cargo flights after each other, and then has everyone the plane that they wanted this week. So we did a flight with a 146, with a A320, today with the A330, tomorrow the 747, and I hope Friday the 737. Lennox, exactly. You have to keep track of hands, feet, the flight attendant, knock the door when they knock on the door, yes. At the same time you talk to the flight control, yes. There's a lot to keep track of, indeed. It's yeah, a bit everything. And I'm not a woman, I cannot do everything at the same time, or two things at the same time. It's even hard. So yeah, and I need to keep an eye on this. Sometimes I'm distracted, and then I'm talking, and then I don't watch this, and then we are too late, and then we need to go around or something. But that already a few times. But it will be okay today. The more that we fly, the more that we learn and can control it. So after 1 hour and 36 minutes, we are almost at the point where we need to start our descent. And then it's getting interesting. And there would be another problem again, the connection. That's even more annoying. So 120, so 15 nautical miles, that we will start on time, that we can adjust if needed. So I believe we will start at 100, then we have 15 nautical miles to adjust. So we will slow down already. We'll start with that. Lanok, quite right, you have to practice to keep the flight certificate, indeed. If you don't fly, you can't keep it. Ten nautical miles to go. We are slowing down. 8 nautical miles. And then we can start our descent. No, she even took our fly pad. There we go again. So we are 220 now indicated. And then we start our descent. We'll see how it managed that. If it's not descending fast enough, then we go to an open descent. And I will go for an open descent. Don't want to do that. There we go. Can we go down the to ground level and wave the farmers who work in the fields? But I don't know the area. I don't know if there are fields around in that area. Was never there before. I wish I could tell you. So now we need to check our plan. So that's still correct. And then I also need to see if we have... Oh no, not again. What happened? What happened? Oh my god. Something turned off. What turned off? Something turned off. Land ASAP. Engine 1 shut down. What I did? Oh, okay. Sometimes if I click on my other screens, then it clicks something on my main screen. So I will start the APU, and then we need to start restart engine 1. So APU ready, APU bleed on, and then we can start engine number 1 again. And there we go. So engine number 1 is starting. Engine number 1 almost started. It is started. And there we go. Okay. So ignition off. And APU bleed off. APU off. And now we don't click anymore, nothing anymore. So we still have 69 nautical miles to go. And we need to be at 11,000 feet. And now my map is back. Great. It's working again. Nice. So now we are back on track. Maybe that worked. Restarting the engine number 1. Maybe that did the trick, or it was just a coincidence. So 23,000 feet. So we still need 39 nautical miles. So that will be fine. John Roberto, good night. We'll see you tomorrow.
Airbus, you are leaving my airspace. Resume own navigation. Contact center on 120.1. Good day.
120.1 Airbus. Center Airbus flight level 215.
Airbus Center, continue to dial up as planned.
So 20,000 feet. So we still need 29 nautical miles. We are still 48 to go, so we will be on time. In the meantime, we are flying for 1 hour and 50 minutes. And that connection thing starts to get annoying. So 15,000 feet, 4,000 to go. Oh, come on. And so we are lucky that our plan is working again. We also check temperature and landing settings. Like here 24 degrees, 1007, 44. So we put that in. Next phase 1007, 24 still, then 040. And then it was 4 knots. So there we go. That's set. So we are at 11,000 feet. So next thing is 9,000 feet. So from here to here. And then we can slow down a little bit to 200 knots indicated. We also can turn on our landing lights.
Tower Airbus is 54 miles east 11,000 feet with echo to land.
Airbus Tower. Altimeter 29.78 wind 0 tree 0 at 7. Enter left downwind runway 07 left.
Enter left traffic runway 07 left Airbus.
I think I selected the wrong
Tower Airbus cancel landing intention.
airport.
Airbus, your cancellation is received.
Tower Airbus is 51 miles east 11,000 feet with echo to land.
Airbus Tower. Altimeter 29.77 wind 0 tree 0 at 7. Enter left traffic runway 07 right.
And we need to land at 7
Enter
right.
left traffic runway 07 right
Okay.
Airbus.
So we will try to change that to 07 right, and that's an air knife. We need this one. So then we check our plan. Seems to be okay. So changing the plan. So our flight will be a bit longer. So instead of runway 25 we take 07 right, and that's an air-nav approach, no ILS. So at the moment we are flying at 11,000 feet. And we are flying for 2 hours and 1 minute. So flight time was 2 hours and 7 minutes. So we will be a bit later. And for the people that are here that also have the same issue as me with the connection, and then let me know if you have a solution for that, and then also let me know. We had that in the beginning of the stream, and now again. When we were cruising at 38,000 feet, we had no problems, but now it's back. So here we need to be at 13,000 feet. We are already at 11,000 feet, but that's because we changed the runway. And then we have 15 nautical miles to descend to 10,000. Even more. So here we need to be at 10,000. We'll put that 10,000. So now here we need to be at 10, 13,000, 10, 11, 10. So for the new people here, let's just join the stream. And this is delivery Air Hong Kong. So you departed in Hong Kong and we fly here to Vietnam. And there we can see the airport, I believe. If that is correct. Actually not. Must be another airport. Indeed. So that's VVLO. I cannot pronounce the name. Something with long. Starts with long. So TS 027. It's 11,000 feet, then we go to 10,000 feet. I thought we could enjoy the scenery here. From so far I don't see much nice things. If the connection always gets lost, then it don't help. Here is a map. We are passing the airport, and the airport is on our right. And because we changed the runway, normally it will be runway 25 left or right, I don't know. But now they say it's runway 07 right. So we will do that, and then we need to just to go a bit around, so the flight time will be a bit longer than as planned. So normally we needed to be landing at this exact point, but we are not. So we go to the other direction, under a runway. You want your Toblerone now? Well, I can throw it. If you can catch it, will be alright. I'll put the window open. Bzz, 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 bzz. And it don't go open. I know in the flight factor in Explain it opened, I believe. But here is not going open. It was nice to sit with your elbow out of the window and you do your approach. Would be nice. Or cruising at 38,000 feet, like a real pilot. So we need to go a whole way around. So sorry for the delay. Next time I try to select another runway, see what they say then. But I was already expecting that because the wind is coming. It's a tailwind, so I was already expecting that. It's not much, but can you remove the flies on the window? Nope. Normally Lazy do that, but she's not here now. And so we are still flying. 200 knots indicated, so ground speed is 244. GH77, well, I was waiting for you. I go around for you. No, they changed my runway, so I need to go on the other side. Runway 07 right instead of runway 25 right or left. So, but anyway, welcome to the stream, mate. Glad you are here. And then you can see my landing, and we have also the map back. We had an issue. There was a bug with this one, and it was disappeared. And but we were still following our course, so that was not an issue. But we could not see anything anymore here. But then accidentally I switched off engine number 1 by clicking on my other screen, and sometimes it happens if I click on my other screen, that I click actually something on my main screen. I don't know how it comes. At never before an issue on X-Plane, but with this game I've always that problem. So I switched off accidentally engine number 1, and then I restarted the APU and restarted engine number 1, and my map came back. Is that the solution for the bug? I don't know, maybe it's just a coincidence, but the map is back. So now we need to go to 10,000 feet. We will do that. We are at almost 11,000 feet. GH77, oops, yeah, and thanks for the delay, yeah, no problem, you're welcome. Lanok, this is not Vietnam, we are in Paris. I think I see the Eiffel Tower. Maybe. Well, I think the scenery don't look great here. And how is that connection thing? It's so annoying. Before we had some hills, but now it's not much to see. So meantime we are flying 2 hours and 15 minutes and we are still not landed. Flight time was planned for 2 hours and 7 minutes. Normally we would make that for 9 minutes. I don't know anymore. We could make that, but now we need to go around, so, and that's another story. So we are at 10,000 feet. Next thing is 5,000 feet, and where we need to do that. So 9 and so something like this here, of course. GH77, no, it's actually a procedure sorry, in real life too. I think when your map display freeze, you just turn off and restart the engines. Okay, but well, at least you can easily restart engines in this plane. Yeah, that's something. Yeah, it's already something, yeah, that I can restart engines. With the 146, I was able to restart engine number 1, but then it turned off again, so, and then I was not able to restart it anymore. But there were a lot of things wrong. I did a lot of things wrong. I was actually surprised that we were still flying in that engine. 2 and 4 were still running. So we will go to 5,000 feet now. We actually already needed to do that. Yeah, we managed, so that was all good. Well, I was surprised actually. And also the trim was not working, and I was complaining about the plane that it was so sensitive and that it was waving all the time. But actually the first time I was flying it, I was complaining about it. Also the second time, but I thought maybe that could be because the hydraulics were not working and stuff like that. And so because the landing gear was also not working. So yeah, maybe that was the problem. Because after I checked it, the plane I was flying with everything on, everything was working properly. Also the trim was working, so I was able to fly in pretty much a decent way, if you can tell that. And that stupid thing is annoying me. Online, offline, online, offline. So we are at 7,000 feet. And why is my plane turning? Oh, yeah, why not? Why not? Otherwise, yeah, you just go back from where you come. Why this plane is turning? Okay. I always need to do everything by myself. Yeah, it's very annoying. Oh, this is the right direction. I'm not following anymore. And so some do, we need to be at 5,000. We are at 5,000. That's good. And then we have just this part to do. And this TSO26 we don't need, or what? So then we need to go to 2,000 feet, and we have 12 nautical miles to do that. So this is RNAV approach and not ILS. The other side, runway 25 was ILS. This one is AirNav. So, and then we also will lower our speed. Look like we are on our way in. I've received a report that we have a polar bear on board. You have to taken the wrong plane, and this plane is going to fly to Greenland. Please turn. Alright. Then you will miss your Toblerone, your chocolate. I need to descend, of course. Now, please descend. You see, I'm forgetting things. How much we have to go? 10, 14. 14. Okay. It's not good, not good, not good. So I will put already my record button in. So do we see the airport? (3,000 feet). Lights are on. Don't see the airport.
2,500.
So I need the speed lower. 155. Flaps 1. Gear down.
Cleared to land runway 07 right.
Of course, I forgot that again.
Cleared to land runway 07 right.
Flaps 2. That's a bit early. So there we go. My plane. The problem is that I don't see the runway for now. Flaps 3. Gear down. No landing gear, no flaps, engine off, good luck. We go to flaps full. There we go, we see the runway. (1,000 feet).
1,000.
We can even go a bit slower. A bit high. 400.
300.
Pull up.
Why? I need to land.
50. 40. 30. 20. Retard.
And that was hard. Again. Very hard. I think that polar bear will be awake now. Whoa.
Airbus, turn next taxiway. Airbus, contact ground on 121.9er.
Yeah, it was 300 plus.
121.9er for Airbus.
So now I need to turn around and request taxi to... I don't need gates. Taxi to parking. Gates then. If we need gates, we don't have the option gates. Now we don't need gates. So, taxi lights on, landing lights off. And there we go. And then we can taxi. But I don't know where we need to go.
Airbus, did you hear my last transmission?
Yes, I hear it.
Taxi to gate Alpha 8 Alpha Airbus.
Yeah. And where is that? Where I need to be? Where I need to be? This is a freeware airport, so my things, my ribbons are not working here, so I don't know where I need to go. So I think it's just straight here somewhere. So we will park here because we are a cargo plane. We don't need gates today. Sean, good night, mate. Have a good one, and have a wonderful day tomorrow. Oh, there is a plane standing here. Too late. Tomorrow I'm back, and probably I will be flying in your country. And so with the 747. The salty one with a FedEx livery, if everything goes as planned. And there we crunch the Cessna, and there we go. Parking brake is set, and then we can do a quick tour of the airport, and then also we can check our landing. It was pretty hard again. So landing rating was 0. Why this is disconnect, I don't know, but I don't have a thing here, so that was disconnected. So I had only the one in the corner. 9 o'clock. Watch out, the ice bear runs across the airport. Yeah, the Toblerone, well, Toblerone will be come, and I'm struggling always after landing to find my drone cam. So this is the freeware airport, and this is not standard. So we see here some buildings, nothing special. I don't know how the normal airport is looking in the game, but I think this looks already better than the standard one, but I cannot tell you how it looks. So I remember there was an airport in the beginning in Vietnam that had nothing. It can be this one. So there was actually no buildings at all, just a runway. I'm not sure if it was this one, but at least this one, it will be nicer than the standard one. Lanok tomorrow 9 PM, same time as today, is the next flight, and that will be in the US, I believe, and that will be with the salty mod, the 747 that we will fly. So normally, if everything goes as planned, because I need to test it first because of the problem last time with the salty. So if I have the problem again, I cannot fly it because the system crashed totally. But I need to test that tomorrow, and yeah. So we will fly normally the 747, and otherwise it will be the A320. Tomorrow 9 PM European time. So this was my landing. Pretty hard, pretty bad. So we can check it again, and then from the
Approach Airbus at 333 miles west
but
Request
this
flight
view.
following.
Airbus approach. Squawk 0754.
Squawk 0754.
Airbus radar contact 2 miles west of Tansen at 300 feet. Altimeter 29.74.
Roger, Airbus.
So yeah, I was hoping to do better today, but Lennox, thanks and see you. You are going to be a champ. Well, not at all, not at all. But I just hope my landings will improve a bit, because this was another one to forget quickly. So also I had a flight request, but the guy that did the flight request is not here, so that flight request was actually for tomorrow planned, so that's from Frankfurt, I think, to Romania, but I will do that afterwards with 737 if that comes out. So tomorrow we will fly from here to Philadelphia. That's what I know, but this I don't know, cannot remember it. So tomorrow actually we will try this one with a 747. And also I need to find an alternate for this one because the livery is not working. And then for Australia we will fly the 737 next week with Virgin Australia or something. We will see. So that's a bit of planning. So for now I want to thank you all for all your support, and I wish you all a good night or a good day, and hope to see you very soon again, and then we can do another flight. So for the people that are interested, tomorrow night 9 PM European time I'm back. So GH77, have a good night, mate. Well, thank you very much, you too, and thank you as always for your support, and hope to see you tomorrow, and have a wonderful night, and see you. To everyone else that is still here, thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.